Okay, now in this game, we just repeat the same process. Defense, we look to not be split pin, and in offense, we look to be the splitter of the pins. I know it feels unnatural, but you don't want to match up on safeties and give them a play. You want to be not in sync, but mismatch. If we were synced, then Juju would be on the safety type thing to make his game-changing catch, and that gets tough, mentally here. Let's go here, there, right there. We're in sync with the safety, and we're in sync with the safety. This is us being in sync with the safety, and us being in sync with the safety. And so we are now become interlocked. We're locked. I think that means we're together. And so they're right there in the play. And so that can't be a touchdown without uniformity. That's what I'm trying to tell. Oh. And so we want to be uniform, not at all, with them, so we can have a space. If we're uniform, and that means this is uniformity in that, and want that, and that. So that means for the uniformity of the top ball to Juju Smith. Yeah, that's right. Oh. And so you want the orange jerseys on top of you swatting the ball away type thing for the touchdown in there. You want this shirt closer to you and this shirt close. No. You don't want that. You don't want uniformity on offense. You want non-uniformity on offense, non-linear math. Yep, that's... Oh. It's linear math from the quarterback from white jersey to white jersey and blue pants. Oh. That's great linearity. I think that means from Lamar Jackson to Juju Smith-Schuster. That's perfect. We don't want that linearity messed up. I think that means. Oh.
They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. They start the drive of Anderson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back with more from Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
You keep that up and determining which miniature golf trick that you're playing geometrically and angle, then you should keep getting shutouts against your challenges.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughton. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They face
3 wide receivers, 2nd and 7. It's kind of underneath 10 yards. I am probably going to go with a 4-3 instead of a nickel. I'm going to add, I've got 3 linebackers out there with 4 down linemen.
Pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, Anderson. And he is knocked down from the side.
Okay. They're running hurry up. That's good call. Okay, now that they're in vertical, I'm going to switch out here.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
I'm going to change formation now to a nickel. 1st and 10 and a 2nd under a 2-minute warning. He is probably speeding up
so the defense had a chance to catch
to get down the field.
Back out and ready.
So what we're going to do, I'm going to do a cover 3 show 4.
First down throw, Simeon. Can't escape, and down he goes. Simeon will rush his guys to the line.
Run the same thing.
On the end around, this is Thomas. And that would cover beautifully. And the defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
We're going to run a Sam press.
And they're going to be steering a 3rd and long here. Simeon, no escape, and he goes down. Well, they win with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive
2 minutes, we're going to make a timeout, so it stays at 1 4 in a second.
Passing down, bringing the nickel package. Just
to end up getting to the quarterback.
That'll give Dion a chance to return it in the back.
The defense, they got
Still an
a little
18,
breather.
but
Now they're
reading
back
the safety should translate to the solo challenges once 19 releases for Madden 19.
Now Sanders.
Now, I think this will never really catch on in its entirety, but over time, maybe for those who actually do like to read coverage and be part of that, despite power of glitch or power of player, remembering the safeties to open up Juju or Randy Moss or somebody like that is going to be highly important. It's could simplify the challenges from throwing into deep coverage to throwing into open coverage.
It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to them.
But right now, Dion's on the advantage, so sure that seems far away. And Juju's a golden ticket, but we read that cover too, and that's the reason why that Juju was even more open than normal.
But it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take him back, and he did so there.
And we took the timeout, which was a good timeout. We took 2 timeouts, one for defense, switch our form, and get that punt. And then we got the punt returned by Dion for the touchdown. So, and now we're at 14-0 within the game.
And they'll take over for 25. And now heading back out there, here's the defense. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead. And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals. Being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
Let's see here. Go. Yeah, there we go. Let's go with Sky. I like to bring mine down, especially for people running throw routes under 5 yards. I feel you get faster coverage with hard flats on 5 yards using a 5-yard putter.
Just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And let's probably leave that in there.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
So we got here. There we go. Sorry, destroys there. And now destroys altars.
Here's Sheridan. They do a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him.
And I like that yellow zone there because that is a post route sitter in foxhole right there. Oh!
The interception.
You like doing that.
So now comes the offense back onto the field.
Now its peg is based off of let's see here. And go right there. That peg is here. So we're at line of scrimmage at the 30, and that's at the 40. That is the strong safety, Cam Chancellor. See right here. It's Lewis, but he's at the 30, and Cam Chancellor's at the 40. So you could have used the linebacker in there, alert with the linebacker, and then the free safety, Calvin Johnson, is at the 50. So he's really the deep one, taking that sense, and either Cam Chancellor or Megatron out of position golden ticket, free safety Megatron, Calvin Johnson, will make that yellow circle interception at the 50 or 40 compared to at the 30. Do you under? Oh, it's a little bit deeper and it gets into position better. And so, but this time Calvin Johnson was going to do it, but Randy Moss ended up taking it away from the reach out of the wide receiver. The wide receiver was number 87 here in Taylor. And our reaction here was through Moss. Oh, orange jersey versus white jersey in there, and what we wanted was a defense to match up in a synchronicity, and we took that pass away from the orange jersey and in favor of the white jersey because we were on defense. As far as hitting the windmill or avoiding the windmill,
my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Take your shot right here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them. Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
safety got wrapped around. And the other guys were looking at something lower. I don't know what they were looking at. I think they saw Vernon Davis, and that concerned them. I saw the speed of Juju. We had a good opening against the safeties. The shot was green, or the three-point shot was green, and we took it. Or a free throw shot as an open layup charge in the paint. Oh. No one was opposed. Wanted to wait with LeBron James with the Lakers, so maybe not right now. But the left Cleveland Cavaliers. You want to be in the paint and wait for other defenders to get into the paint so that they can be underneath the basket before you could do your layup. You would be blocked. So we wanted to get to the paint and in a turnover. Oh, without them, you're around you so you can get your dunk in. And that is what we're doing on offense. We are looking for the dunk. And see, now, orange jerseys are on Vernon Davis. He's got 2 of them. And I've got 1 versus the speed of it. And I know that post route finishes towards a post route. It's like the field goal post. But you're going to look for, you're going to look for the pylon. A smart TV has got an app, but it doesn't have CNN Touch, so whatever. So in there, that's a pylon, and look at the diagonal cut of Juju taking out of the streak, and then breaking out Chester right up there, cut across at a 45 to one of the orange touchdown pylons. Oh, now those guys are on Vernon. 2 guys went on him. We have 1 safety to beat with Juju speed in the turnaround. And notice again, we're in the split of the 7-10-10 of the bowling in there. And that's 1, and that's 1 here. Oh! And we got a layup or a dunk in between them, so what it means. As far as making a play from the corner or a free safety or linebacker, and we scored. Nothing but net. Is that net there? Net? Getting those open layup in the paint, the thing that means is the challenge. And let's see here. There's a great review. Definitely want to follow other albums, other artists out there. Alice in Chains, Led Zeppelin, Guns N' Roses, Metallica. Think of all the other YouTubers as that. You got Wills, Jemias, Xerxes, Gut Fox, Texas. They're the people that follow them and they talk to in their podcast. Get out there and try to find out what their albums are about, what their background's about, so that you can understand each channel has its own kind of individual flair, and that flair gives you another fractoid flair piece to understanding Madden 19. Oh, not only so much just for glitch plays type thing that means, just advice or a different perspective of watching a different, more conservative poker play, or I should say more conservative uh, tennis play versus more aggressive tennis net play type thing that means. Some YouTubers charge the net, some never charge the net and stay at the baseline. You have to see, it's not so much as a judgment of the glitch play at baseline, but it's also just the thought process of the baseline people. You know, when do they start going deep? Second, third, fourth quarter, first quarter. They start out with drags. They always start off with run plays. Whether or not it's scored or not, they have a certain Mozart or Arcadian ukulele chord start to them, where they only like to do plays that only pick up 2 yards, you know, unless it goes to the house, and try to get a feel for you and grind you out. And where some other people are like, don't look for grind, I'm going to the house in this play, you intercept it, that's on you. And if you don't intercept it, that's also on you. We go down now. We don't wait 5 plays or 10 plays to determine who's better. We wait 9 plays previous to that with no waiting, and we throw it up now in a ridiculous fashion. So it's, and there are different play archetypes. And you know, like White Wolf or something. Oh, some will do some run plays, or we're 3 in, and no one's done anything but some grind. And some are like 3 plays. First play, you throw over 50, and you just don't care. So you show your opponent that you don't care, and you can bring it. And some throw that way, you know. And so you want to, you know, get the perspective of an aggressive thrower versus somebody who refuses to throw until they get to the fourth quarter while conservatively pounding the rock. Yep, that's, maybe, you know, like, well, I'm going to bring in the dime package versus a pound the rock and Bo Jackson or something like that. So in those, you have to. Nope. You have to play the chess or checkers game or Go or Othello game that your opponent is playing. Or at least counterplay, you know, counterintelligence.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Really wasn't a swerve. That post route in the beginning has, I normally don't throw it 20 yards after the break on that, but it took a while for that play to develop. And Eric Raybrother said we're only going to get 4 seconds in the pocket, which is the typical NFL level pocket. 7 seconds is a very rare breakdown scramble pocket thing. Oh, you know, when people miss, they spin around like breeze type thing, and that's, you know, and that's like every play where they can stand there and just do stuff.
Maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates.
This is 3 tight ends, so I'm bringing 4 downman linemen. 0, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I got cut back. We get good recovery. We put up a lot of walls, not deep, dividers deep. We had few dividers deep, and we put more of our Stratrigo dividers up near the squad commando line, and then for the blitzkrieg thing. Oh, okay. With no concern as far as the deep, so you got like 2 people deep, and then 2 people near the middle. Taking it, oh yeah, you got way more dividers up close. But as it turns out, it was a run play, and so it was good to have that many dividers up close to the line. Sometimes they might done squeeze through, or sometimes they might get stood up, type thing, like a cop gangster movie. Stand them up. When we say the with some type of oppose, we're going to do what we want will thing that means. You answer because the offense does talk to you and let you know how much, you know, they can do. See what it is? So you're gonna need to be up in the grill sometimes and smash their mouth. You know, and tell them like after a play or tackle for a loss, you know, the action lets them know that they're not gonna run their mouth on the field today. That's, so I'm not a great talker. I am pertaining to usually great action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. This one taken just inside the 10. They find some open, and there he goes again. The 20, 10, touchdown.
Because we are legends.
Deion Sanders, 91 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return,
And their game levels out. Let them.
and they're devoted to a return guy who can break big
This is your
plays.
narrative.
And
This is
when
your
that
Westworld
happens,
story.
And they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and
You
be
do
that
what you
much
gotta
more
do.
skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get: punt return, kick return, a huge game.
You
Now
do
Tucker
to
to
be
hand the
you.
PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That one good for a 91-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Caught it just inside the 10 at the 9, and his feet did the rest.